Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal with the DA's office has been investigating for the past 5 years. After the proceedings, Trump has already announced that he plans to travel back to his Florida home to deliver remarks later in the evening tomorrow. However, exactly what Trump will be able to say in those remarks is still a mystery, with some legal experts arguing he is likely to be under a gag.
Ah, yeah. Here we are. On the other side of everything else. Looking like some stormy weather. Stormy Daniels coming right at you. Oh, yeah. Lots going on. Lots of happening. What's happening? Stuff. But anyway, there's a little look at its history. I mean, never done before. They're indicting a former president of the United States. Personally, it just seems like a waste of time and money. But personally, what I think they're doing is campaign season's coming up this way. He's going to have a mugshot. He's going to have fingerprints. There's going to be a video of him going into the courthouse and to the station and all that, and that's all what they call now political theater. So they'll use that. But since this has happened, and it should be happening right now as I'm recording this, since it's happened, I think he's raised like $8 million. So I think they're just helping his case, or whatever is his run. And I did hear a soundbite of one of his press things he did or whatever, and or one of those campaign rallies, and he said, if you're hurt by the Biden economy, and don't give, save your money. He don't need you to put yourself in hardship, and I just thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, I believe what is it? They're in my ear. Looks like we got a scene of the cops escorting Trump. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Well, so I guess they got it under control. It looks like don't want to disparage the police. I mean, they're just doing their job, and anyway, it's just ridiculous that we're living in a time that this is the thing that's happening. All the stuff that they got, they're trying to get Trump on. This is it, and such a double standard. I mean, then all the same stuff seems to happen to the Biden family or the Clintons, and it's like, no big deal. But anyway, we're trying to look. I got my bad marriage shirt on. My marriage is great, but the band is very good, and that's this band, Bad Marriage. Recommend them if you want to check them out. Before I get off of the Trump stuff, I did find a video that I think you may find a little entertaining.
The word threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard a knocked out jailbird sing, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider Murphy played the tenor saxophone. Sleepy Joe's blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer boy from Illinois went crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3, you're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the jailhouse rock with.
Oh yeah, looks like he's gonna be just fine. If things does work out and so he does have to go to jail, looks like he may have a little Sleepy Joe with him there. Maybe they'll become friends. But anyway, A lot going on. It is WrestleMania weekend, or it was, and I didn't put any video up because the WWE always tags it in YouTube, and I got to go through a whole big thing. But we'll talk about it. It was a great. I went out for my wife's birthday. It's also my wife's birthday, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But I did manage to get through the 2 nights of WrestleMania and the NXT Stand and Deliver, and I recommend the whole thing. A lot of people's mad. There's going to be spoilers. Put some spoilers out there. People's mad because Cody didn't win. But hey, keep it going. In Raw last night, that's pretty exciting, with Brock, and we'll just leave it there. Go out and look at it and see what happens, But a lot of good stuff. Some of it predictable, some of it not. Like I said, Stand and Deliver from NXT. You don't know a lot of the players, but it's excellent talent. One thing I was disappointed is I got the Honor Club for the ROH, the Ring of Honor. It's owned by Tony Khan, AEW owner, and I got it, and you get to watch the 2 hours a week of the TV show, but they used to show the pay-per-views, and now they're not showing the pay-per-views. You got to go buy that separate, so I think that sucks, and that makes me just want to get rid of Honor Club. But then I hate to because I want to support it because the wrestlers are very good and there's a lot of good action going on there. So I don't know. We'll see. Personally, I think AEW needs to be a part of the Honor Club, and that way we can get AEW and Honor, Ring of Honor all in the same thing. But anyway, that's just a little touch of wrestling there. Let me show you a little something here. This is just my wife and I. Lady and I were getting ready for bed, and then my dog Bruce and Negan. They're characters. They got their own little personalities, and I don't know how many of you got a theme song for their dog, but my dog has a theme song.
Do it, Bruce. You Bruce. You Bruce.
Dancing.
You Bruce. You Bruce.
Negan trying to sing the Bruce part. That's his cue. Let's make love. He jumps up. Starts licking her. That's his love style. Sing it, Negan. Sing it, Negan.
Bruce.
Dance for me, buddy. Anyway, so that was a night there. It's actually a Rick Springfield song called "They Call Me Bruce," and it's about how I took the groupie back to his hotel and all that, and they're going to do groupie things. And she thinks he's Bruce Springsteen, but he's Rick Springfield. It's a cool little song. I've played it for Bruce before, and he's done little stuff, and then we just threw that on there just for a little, shits and giggles, and then he just started doing his little dance. My wife calls it the rabbit, because he kind of looks like a little rabbit trying to run. Well, not little, but anyway, speaking of my wife, her birthday was April 1st. That's no April Fools. And we went out to eat, and then we stopped and then we watched a band called the Mad Taxpayers. So we're going to get into some local stuff here, a little bit of local music. It's kind of cool because it was a benefit for domestic abuse. So didn't mind, paying a little extra to go in there and check it out and all that. And the Mad Taxpayers, I got a decent song with them, but the only problem is the venue was just chaos, and they needed a sound man in there to tune the guitar in. You couldn't hear the guitar half the time, and when you did, it was teeny, didn't have no crunch to it, and you just need a little something to tune it in. In fact, they was trying to do their little auction thing, and you couldn't hear them, and then my stepson, Mendes oldest, and myself, we told him, hey, why don't you get the microphone from the band and use that. So they finally got that going or whatever. But anyway, let's jump into some Mad Taxpayers. That's the name of this band here, and this is a decent song. It sounded good on. A little Dirty Honey. So they sound pretty good on that song, and you don't hear a lot of people do Dirty Honey, so that was great. I don't know if I've ever talked about Dirty Honey on here, but I probably need to because one of my favorite bands, newer bands has come out. One of those bands that, just getting hits on the radio and YouTube or whatever, how you get hits nowadays without any, being with a record company or anything. So that was pretty cool, But then we left there and we went to another local watering hole called Thirsty Sports Bar and Grill. My daughter, she works there sometimes, and she was there, but she was just hanging out. So, but I didn't get her. But we got there, and it was a pretty good time. Ran into a lot of friends and stuff, and one of my friends that I grew up with, I've known practically all my life, plays in a band called the Fabulous Hickbillys. Met the drummer and Lanny, the singer of what the bass there, it's Kevin. Know him from other bands. I know him for 20, 30 years. That's Ray. He's my neighbor forever. Here's an original song that they got. I'm really digging it. Oh, yeah. So if you are in the local area or you hear Fabulous Hickbillies or somewhere, they are definitely worth checking out. Looking to record. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they do record, get them all CD out, get it on the streaming services. So, little nod to them. So it's a good birthday weekend for my wife, and happy birthday to her once again. So let's get back into some news. I don't know if any of you guys has heard about the super pigs.
It's about something that may or may not be on your radar up north, a so-called super pig invasion. And honestly, it is exactly like what it sounds like. These huge, very destructive feral pigs that have been bred in Canada, running wild there for decades, and now for the first time being spotted in the United States.
So we got these super pigs. They're aggressive. But luckily, that's not the only super animal, because here at the other side of everything else, we looked into some other things, and we found out that, this has been going on.
You ought to know a super rabbit.
You mean able to leap the highest buildings, etc., etc.?
Exactly.
Well now, ain't that cozy? Whoa, just a minute.
There you go. Look like we got some super rabbits on the job, too. Maybe they can take care of the super pigs. So, a lot going on. Wrestling, indicting former presidents, But what I'm going to get into now is a little story I've touched on, I think, here and there. I've talked about Heat. I played the new Skid Row, Erik Gronwall. And he's really got an incredible story. So this is my human interest story, if you will. Human interest. Shouldn't all humans be interested? Interest? Shouldn't we get interest? I don't know. Don't know what I'm saying right now. But he started out like I think it's 2009 on the Swedish Idol. Here's Erik Gronwall. He makes videos. He's always made these videos. Got a great voice. This is before he got with Skid Row. He was just making some videos, and here he is on Swedish Idol, just starting out. I'm thinking he might have won Swedish Idol. I really should have done my homework. Well, after the original singer for Heat quit, he ended up joining Heat. And they're one of my favorite bands right now. Got to see him with Heat. I haven't got to see him with Skid Row yet. And then he ended up having to quit Heat because he had leukemia.
To wait for the visa process to finalize, and then I just started feeling really, really bad, and I couldn't even take a walk with my dog for 5 minutes without just being exhausted, and I was sleeping all the time. And my wife told me, well, just go get a blood test and see, just to be on the safe side. Yeah. And I did. I thought it was COVID. So I thought because this was when the South African COVID
strain was there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you see all that, but he worked his way back, built his strength back up. He's beat it as of now anyway, and then got a call from Skid Row. Made an album with them. Did their Vegas residency with Scorpions. Been touring with them. Just finished up first leg of tour with Buck Cherry opening up. We'll talk about your American dream. Any dream. And I recommend this album. It's a very good album. So yeah, it's a very good album. I really recommend it. But I don't know. I just wanted to kind of just touch on that, go through that, what he's went through. I mean, been a little over 10 years. Can you imagine? He's probably 18 years old or something there, and got on the Swedish Idol, which is probably pretty exciting anyway. It's the age of YouTube. He's making all these YouTube videos. Oh, I did skip one. Let me see. I did have a video of him. Here's a little YouTube video because he's got a. I believe he's got an album coming out. Just him. Erik Gronwall was doing covers that he did over through the pandemic and even now. He did them before. He's still doing them. That's one of the things I love about him is, he's a fan more than anything. And he's a fan living, the ultimate dream. He's meeting all these musicians. He's got a great band with Heat, and they're doing good. They got the original singer back, and their last album, Force de Jour, it's it's an excellent album. But then, like I said, he went through all that, and then he had to quit. Looked like life was over. Finds out he got leukemia. He don't have any energy. He died. He made another album too. It's a real heavy album. I didn't do my research, and I remember listening when it first came out. It was, it's really good, but it's not really as melodic as what I usually like. But it was really good. So he's really dipped his toes into a lot of different avenues, and hopefully he stays healthy and he just keeps going. I heard Skid Row, they're doing some more touring, and I heard that they were working on another album. So that'd be great to hear some more original material, because this album right now they got out, The Gang's All Here. Erik didn't do any writing on it. They sent it to him. He sung his parts, and the rest is history, as they say. So it'd be interesting to see another album and his songwriting, because like I said, those Heat albums, I really recommend any of those Heat albums with or without him. But the stuff with him, along with many other people, and that first Monsters of Rock cruise that they were on, they were the highlight of the night. He had so much energy. So it's heartbreaking to hear that he went through the stuff that he went through. And but it was it's just inspiring, that he beat it. So far, he's beat it, and he's back better than ever. But anyway, covered a lot here. There's still a lot I could have covered, but anyway, I went through that. Now I'll be back next week, and we'll figure out what's going on next week. I know the Monsters of Rock cruise is coming up at the end of April, 1st of May. So I need to look and see if I can find any videos from previous Monsters of Rocks that I've taken, because the cool thing about that is, you can walk down there by the stage, you can make your video, you can take your pictures, whatever, and then you can walk back and sit down by the soundboard or wherever you want to do, or, sometimes it's crowded, it's hard to get over there. You want to get in that middle of that crowd, and you can just get in there. It's just insane. It's not your normal cruise. It's not a relaxation. It's you can relax, don't get me wrong, but you're going from the pool stage to the theater to the what was an ice rink, to the lounge where you got people just jamming and stuff. It's amazing. It's just I haven't been on any of those other music cruises, but I can't imagine them being quite as good as this. But I don't know, maybe I'll find out one day. So like I said, we're taking a little break. Looking to maybe travel some other places. But let's go ahead and get into A Moment of Zen with Joe Biden.
I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. The president has a big stick. We choose truth over facts.
Check my shape on it. Let's do push-ups together, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
One man stands ready to deliver change we desperately need. A man I'm proud to call my friend. A man who will be the next president of the United States, Barack America.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. We can speak out and be more straightforward. I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Hillary Clinton is as qualified or more qualified than I am to be Vice President of the United States of America. Let's get that straight. And quite frankly, it might have been a better pick than me, but she's first rate.
I know I'm called middle class, Joe. It's not meant as a compliment. Means I'm not sophisticated. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts.
You're a damn liar, man. That's not true. I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape on it, let's do push-ups together, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
To the words united. To the number 30330. 30330 or 303-330.
All right, that was The Moment of Zen with Joe Biden. Oh yeah, sounds like he's on top of it. He's ready to do push-ups. He's not going. They're going to choose truth over facts. I always thought that the facts were the truth, but who am I? I'm wearing a Bad Marriage shirt, listening to rock and roll music, talking to nobody right now. Well, maybe. I don't know. Anybody out there? I hope there's a couple of you out there still, but I guess we're going to end it right there. We'll find out what's going on with his Trump and all that stuff. You know, let's get this again one more time. Let's jump in here one more time, huh?
The word threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard a knocked out jailbird sing.
Oh, yeah. They just turned Trump into an OG is what they've done. Oh, yeah. Other side of everything else. Gotta look on the other side to find everything else. Until the next time. Be good to your brother, to your mother, to your sister, to your everything, to your other. And always, always be good to yourself. And I'll see you on the other side.